What's going on, guys? This is NFG. I'm in the Danger Fun Zone guild inside of the Duna server. We've decided to put together a few instructional videos to try to help everybody out, answer some questions, just basically get everybody up to speed. We have a wealth of knowledge inside the guild itself. So let's kick this first one off. Thank you. Okay, for this first video, I figured I would take the time to try to help everybody get started to producing their own videos here. Not 100% perfect with this with the OBS system, but we should be able to get everybody up and running. Later on, we can make our videos more elaborate if that's what we want to do. We can add webcams and overlays, and we can make it look however you want it to look. This is just to get your feet wet, so to speak, and get some knowledge out there, get some videos made. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to obs.com, which, let's see, it's Open Broadcast System. So let me show you exactly where you need to go. Forgive my slow computer. Bless its heart. Little fella has it's not in no hurry. All right, open broadcast software inside of Google. It's going to take you to obsproject.com. Go ahead and click that link. Here you'll see, download OBS Studio. When you click that, you're going to have some options here. It's going to be Windows 7 and up. If you have a Mac, go ahead and click this link. If you're running off Linux, Black Hat, Red Hat, go ahead and hit this link. Okay, once you do, it's gonna start downloading. Go ahead and open it and run it. Install it like you would any other program. And you're going to have an interface a lot like this. Now these boxes down here is going to be blank. We'll go over that in just a second. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to settings once you get here. Click on the settings button down there in the lower right hand side. In general, yours will be white because its default is like this. Kind of hurts your eyes. It's really bright to stare at, so I put mine on dark. Feel free to do yours however you see fit for you, whatever works best for you. I change that first. The next thing I do, I'm not streaming, so I leave this tab alone. Right now I don't have the CPU power to stream, so it will just bottleneck and be glitchy, and we're just going to leave that alone. Okay, output is the videos. This first line here is video bit rate. It's recommended to go as high as possible, but this is one of the things that you're going to find out that you have to tweak as you play with this. Mine, for my CPU and for my system, it's starting out at 2500. I've heard people recommend going all the way up to 50,000. Just change that as you need to. What that does is the bit rate, the more bit rate you have, the better quality video you can have. I'm just going to leave mine set at the default 2500 for right now. I'm playing on a old laptop, so bless its heart, it's doing good just to be running, period. This encoder right here is pretty important. If you have a decent system, a gaming system with a good GPU in it, you're going to have different options here. If you have NVIDIA, or if you're running ATI, you'll have different options there where you can specifically pick, what's best suited for your system. I'm just going to leave mine alone on the X264. These enable the advanced encoder I'll go ahead and click that. Here's where you can set different things, different levels here. This is for to help the bit rate and all that process your encoder. I just leave mine alone. It came on very fast, so I just let it run where it's at. Okay. After you get down here, you can there's a recording path that's just wherever you want your whenever you do your videos, that's where it's going to save to, wherever this path is. So you can click browse. For example, my path is for the desktop. Click apply. And all I did was I went to the desktop, I right clicked, made a new folder, named it DFC FOE, and that's where I put all my stuff at, right here in this folder. As you can see, I already have one. That's the little intro that we're working on. This is the intro, and this is the video here that we're currently doing right now. All right, so I hope I'm not going too fast and making this too complicated, because it's really not, but at the same time, there's a lot to it. But once you get it set up, you'll be all right. Okay, so we pretty much got the output, or the knowledge that I have to change and tweak the output. So go ahead and click apply, move on to your audio. Audio, you have this at the main top, you have sample rate. Now, this number can be changed. What you'll want to do to see what your sample rate needs to be is go down to your speakers. Down here in your toolbar, go to your speakers. Go ahead and click I can't remember which one it is, so let's see. Playback devices, go ahead and click that. Double click it, then come to advanced, and you'll see that it's at 4800. Okay, so since I fumbled through that, we'll do it again. Go ahead and go to your speakers, your little speaker down here. Right click on it, click playback devices. Double left click on your speaker and go to advanced, and you'll see 4800. So just make sure that this is 4800. Okay, or whatever yours is, set that number there too. That way it's the same as what you're running. This channels is in stereo, just leave that alone. Desktop audio device, I'll go ahead and put that on the speakers. That way if we want to play the music of the game in the background really low, you can do that there. Down here, auxiliary audio device, it has a little MIC, that's for your microphone. I went ahead and picked the microphone that I'm using. Once you do that, go ahead and click OK. Video, I didn't do anything in video. These hotkeys we can set up to make this recording and everything easier as we do this. We'll eventually get to more settings and tweaking it more and all that. I left the advanced settings alone because at this point I really don't know what to go in here and change, so I'm leaving it alone. So for right now, that's as far as the settings go for right now. That's where we're at. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to get a scene here at the beginning. It's going to automatically come with a scene. Now these things, your scene is like your overall. Well, a scene is, I don't really know how to explain it, to be honest with you. You can have different sources. Like say if I wanted a webcam or two webcams, and I wanted, a bunch of different things, overlays and stuff like that goes here in the sources. One scene can control multiple sources, if that makes any sense to you at all. You can see here I have another scene, FOE, but when I click it, the screen goes blank. Okay, for whatever reason on my specific system, it won't capture a game like whenever you go to other YouTube videos that show you how to run OBS. They'll show you to do game capture and windowed capture, and my computer won't capture Forge of Empires on anything other than just a straight display capture. So how I done that was, the first thing I done was you hit the little plus sign down there, scene, go ahead and click OK. Just going to add another scene. You can see it went black. Let me go ahead and bring this back to you so you can see what I'm doing. But then you come over here. That just adds another scene. That means you can have another plethora of sources there that you can work on or work with. Um, so for the sources, now here's what it's recommended. You click the little plus sign down here, and what I'm running on right now is a display capture because that's the only thing on my computer on the system I'm working with. That's the only way I can capture Forge of Empire. It's recommended to do a game capture. I'll go ahead and click it just so you can see what it does, but it don't work for me. Windowed capture is also another way of capturing the games. So you would click game. You would already have it running, and you would already have Forge of Empires up, and you would go ahead and click game capture, click OK, and it would bring you in here to where you can do any full screen application, capture specific window, or capture a foreground window with hotkey. Okay, any full screen application now, or specific window. For whatever reason, my system, whenever Forge of Empires is up, it don't understand that it's actually active. So if you would click that, it's gonna the next little box here is gonna show you windows, and when you pull it down, it's got different windows here of things that it could go ahead and capture, thinking it's a game. None of this stuff is stuff that I want to capture. So, and I'll go ahead and show you on FOE, but it won't capture it for me. Give me just a second to get it pulled up. Let's see. Bookmarks, Forge of Empires. Bear with me for just a second. I know this isn't the greatest video ever been produced, but we're learning as we go, so give me just a minute. You can see I'm in 2 different servers. All right. And it's going to take it just a minute to come back. But anyhow, while it's doing that, this little eye right here, once you got to make sure that little eye is actually on. If you look down here, I can put the slash through it, and it'll actually, if you put a slash through it, it actually kills the video, as you can tell. So make sure that the little eyeball is active. And if you want to delete one, go ahead and highlight it and click the little minus, and that will delete the source and take it out of the way. Okay. Now that we're in Forge of Empires, just normal, whenever you log in, you can see different stuff. But I'll go ahead and show you what I was going to show you. So scene, I can go ahead and add another, add the game capture, just like normal. Okay. Any full screen application. So even if I make this full screen, it won't show it, but I'll go ahead and do it in windowed. As you can tell right here, it should say Internet Explorer, Forge of Empires, Chrome, something to that, and it should pick it up, but it don't. That's why, for whatever reason, it won't let me, so I don't even fool with it. There's another way of picking up the game capture, which would be a windowed capture. Go ahead and click OK. You can come down here and you can see that it shows it. Now you can see in the window it's got Chrome EXE, Forge of Empires, Google Chrome. You click right here to capture your cursor. Go ahead and hit OK. As you can see right there, it is active. The little eyeball is on. I'll go ahead and kill the little eyeball, but it is active. But for whatever reason, it decides it won't do it on my computer. So the only way I can do it is just with the display capture. So that's as far as we're going to go for now until we work the rest of the bugs out. I hope this helps you guys. I know I bounced around a little bit and I don't have all the answers right now, but this is the first one that we're putting out just to get some information out there to try to get some videos up. Of course, this all didn't start so we could have movie productions. This all started so we could, have the information that we need inside the game to help each other out. With that being said,